Hey bro, what's the matter?
Oh, hey bro. I'm just feeling a bit down, man. Can't go outside at all, stuck inside the whole time. Just feel quite down.
Well, we are in a pandemic, so, you know.
It's like, I've almost got cabin fever. Like, I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, did you think I'm crazy?
Bro, you're talking to yourself. In a monkey suit.
What's up gamers, it is TreesapJake here with yet another video. Now today I wanted to do some 2v2 commentary. A lot of you have been asking for that in that poll that we did. That was the most voted for. I think 60% voted for that one, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Starting off, we're going to be looking at 3 clips. Now 2 of them are Warrior Hpala, a very normal thing to see, something that's quite difficult for us in general, and then we're also going to take a look at a Windwalker game. So let's just get stuck into it. Alright guys, so I'm just going to press play here and start the commentary going forward. So one of the things is I haven't changed any talents, haven't changed anything. I'm running my usual setup. There's nothing you want to change. I play the same thing every single time, but there is something I'm going to have in mind, which is the fact that I know I'm going to have to fake a lot here. I know I'm going to have to try and get as much CC out as possible, and just stay offensive as much as I can, because if I fall behind, the Mortal Strike effect from Mortal Strike is going to be really hard. So let's get into it. So first thing I want to do is I want to fleshcraft here, make sure that I've got that extra barrier here. This guy's going to open up first global, storm bolt me. He's going to go in for damage. He's still sitting in death stance, so I'm not too worried. I'm absolutely fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to purge his freedom there, so I can get frost shock on. I'm going to start trying to do some damage. What I do here is quite important. I know that they kick, and everyone kicks lava burst now, which is important, very important thing to recognize here. It's not just your Stormkeeper, they kick lava burst as well, so you can get kicked out on fire. I managed to bait the spell reflect out. I was looking to try and get his kick, but I got the spell reflect, which is just as good. So I get that. What I'm going to do is I've obviously put my primordial wave onto the paladin to get my flame shocks rolling. I've got 2 up now. I'm then going to use frost shock to get rid of the spell reflection here, important, and then keep going. So get rid of the spell reflection. I'm going to put some damage in, throwing some damage out. I lasso him here, just, you know, getting some damage out here, giving my paladin some time to go in to get the hodge. Now he runs in. It's very obvious when paladins run in, they want to look to do CC. They come on the charger, they get in fast, and if you're in the right position, they come around the corner and get hodged. So what happens is my paladin gets hodged. He's then going to trinket and then get another hodge on the paladin here, the enemy paladin, and get the full rep. So this is good for us. It's a good trinket. I wouldn't normally recommend it, but it is a good trinket for us. I'm just chilling in here. He's doing all his damage, so I'm just chilling. I'm actually perfectly fine. I don't even need to press wall. I'm absolutely fine. So what we get instead, we get sack and we get his trinket. This is really good, okay? So staying offensive, keeping the pressure out. When he's doing it, this guy trinkets the last bit of the rep, probably unneeded, and press sack just in case to get the damage out, because I've literally just pressed Stormkeeper and I've got obviously this is slightly older clip, so I'm playing Elemental Equilibrium at the minute, so the damage can be quite high. So doing pressure, I kick, he fake casts me on the rep, but I don't use my kick, so that's fine. I then hex the warrior to keep the pressure out. Obviously he's got sack on. Sometimes it's really good to hex the warrior, hex the DPS that has got sack on, because you don't want to do any damage to them. They're perfectly safe. So I get the hex out, he presses trinket, so none of them have got trinket now, all coming up around the same time. There's 8 seconds between them. I haven't used my kick because the paladin tried to fake and I didn't press it, so we're all good here. I'm absolutely fine. Still got wall, still got earth ellie, so I'm just chilling. I want to try and get flame shot back up, keep the damage rolling. I'm keeping an eye on where the paladin is. Always keep an eye on where the paladin is. He's off there. He's going to move around the other side, so I want to make sure I'm facing there. I want to make sure that I'm able to get CC. I'm able to do some, able to stop him. So he spell reflects here. I kicked the rep, really good. I've kicked every single rep so far. There's no way he's getting any CC on my paladin. We're in a really good position here. I lasso the charge, which is really important. Something you can do here, lasso the charge, especially if you've got Master of Elements up. It really stops warriors. They run in and then immediately my paladin can reposition. So he just moves away, easy, just doing some bit damage. The guy's getting low, we get commanding shout, which is nice. Here, my paladin gets stormbot, he gets kicked. I get the full hex out, which is good. So this is where I'm going to start to do a bit more damage, try and keep up, try and keep my paladin perfectly fine. I managed to get this spell reflect again. He's frost shocked. I kick the rep, we get a full hodge. This is really good. I'm putting out the lava burst. I've got Stormkeeper up in a second. I put down Sky Fury, Stormkeeper up, gonna slap him with some damage, and it is over. So guys, something to take away from that is if you are under pressure, remember to keep calm, keep the lava burst coming out, keep the damage coming out, kick every single rep, It is so important. If my healer landed CC there, we would have fallen behind seriously. And then just keep calm and keep getting the hexes out. Do as much as you can. Slow the warrior, really important. So let's play the full clip.
First global Stormbolt.
Yeah, it's always the case, dude. Don't worry. I'll lasso him here. Go for the hodge.
Yeah, on my way. Hodge him. Into Repentance. Full rep. He triggered.
That's fine, that's fine. Hexing warrior. He trinketed. This is good.
Okay. Some damage stance.
Yeah, that's fine. Kick the rep.
Couldn't rep me.
That's fine.
Okay.
Have me kill.
Try to rep the Kali.
I go for the hex. I go for the hex. I go for the hex.
Nice hex.
Slaying him. Kick the rep.
Try to hodge him.
Nice. He's dead.
Well played.
Okay guys, this next clip, I'm facing a Night Fae warrior, so slightly different from the Kyrian warrior that we played in the last clip. The Night Fae warrior has pod. Now, in this clip, unfortunately, it's quite a long game, so I didn't manage to capture it all with shadow play. But what I do get is the fact that I have to kill him twice. So I don't have enough damage for the pod. He gets healed by the paladin, unfortunately, so I have to kill him twice. Obviously, that's the biggest dunk you could ever do, killing a warrior twice. But why this clip is important is because I do a lot of nice fakes. I think I managed to hold off the warrior fairly well using my thunderstorm correctly. But also, I want to point out a few, maybe like a positioning thing for healers. If grounding is up, there is a limit to that. So I'll point that out when it comes out. Let's get started. So, as you can see here, I'm just chilling. I managed to fake the kick there with Lava Burst, getting the Hex out full. He thinks it's going on him, but it's not. I then obviously use Frost Shock to get rid of the Spell Reflect. So I'm just doing some damage here. Unfortunately, we get feared, so I trinket that and put down Tremor just to keep my paladin up. Unfortunately here, I break the rep. He goes for the rep, and I press Meteor a little bit too late for that, but that breaks the rep. But the paladin's running downstairs, so that's perfectly fine. What I'm going to do is just do a bit more damage into the warrior whilst he's in D stance. I should really try and keep Frost Shock up. I do, but obviously it's another global. I managed to stop the rep here, but he actually just gets rid of it. He just, obviously I put down grounding so that he just kind of cancels that and goes away. He's running away, and I'll kick this one. Really important, trying to keep your eye on the paladin. He's going to go for these reps the whole time. You can't stop every single one, but if he leaves it a little bit too long, it is going to be difficult for him. I'm going to just keep barreling into this warrior. I'm keeping Earthbind up and keeping Frost Shock up. I just want to try and do my best. It's very hard to keep away from him, but if you use, your Thunderstorm there, for example, he put parry up. I'm not going to do that much damage into him, so I knock him away. He trinkets my lasso. He's got no trinket. None of them have got trinket now, which is really, really good for me, so full lassos in the future. I'm then going to try and purge this Divine Favor. If you see Divine Favor up, purge it. It is free heals. At the minute, I'm chilling, though. I'm perfectly fine. We're not winning on mana at the minute, but I'm absolutely perfectly fine, so we're just going to keep going in. I get rid of that, and then I kick the rep and start doing a bit of damage to the Holy Paladin, who just runs off and leaves his warrior up here. I'm obviously just going to keep barreling in, keep doing the damage, get the Frost Shocks up. One important thing about this, you may waste your Master of Elements, and that's fine. Sometimes you just need to against melee. If you have nothing else to do, you need to keep them slowed as much as possible. Don't feel like you can, because if you need to run away, you just get into Ghost Wolf and run, and they've got Frost Shock up, which is important. So remember to keep your Earth Shield up, trying to get that back. Do as much damage as possible. We get like a half rep or a full rep here. I get Storm Bolt at the end of that, so I can't really follow up with anything. I managed to get the Spell Reflect with another Frost Shock. Actually, important here, you can see the Paladin's running over. I guess that he's going to use Hodge. Really important here. Really, you've got to try and guess that they're going to do the Hodge, and you can easily tell, as I said in the last clip, when they're running towards your Paladin and they've got Hodge up, you can just tell. I put down grounding just in time and I got that there. So the warrior's a little bit stunned. He's trying to kill my grounding now. I then kick, obviously, the rep again. Warbanner's up. I kill Warbanner with Earth Shock. I'm just putting down Earthbind, keeping them slowed, doing what I can. I try and bait the kick here. I don't get it. My Paladin's doing a really good job at kind of stop the reps here. I'm going to do my best. I'm keeping an eye. Obviously, I have got Wind Shear up, but I kicked that one in the end. I get Bop here, so I'm perfectly fine. This is on Avatar. We get the Spell Reflection. I'm trying to get the Hex out. I do get it. I use Frost Shock to stop the Spell Reflection there. Getting Stormkeeper out. I'm trying to do my burst. This is where I'm going to do my Lava Burst into Stormkeeper go. I get a lot of damage out because this guy, he like tries to line me but doesn't. I've got Earth Shock, this kills him, boom, done. Now we've got the pod. Now this should be game over. It's not, unfortunately. I lasso, try and do the damage, but the Paladin pops wings and he is just healing the crap out of it. At this point, I should have kicked him. I should have done some sort of CC, but I don't. I'm just desperate to try and kill this pod. It's quite hard as early Shaman, but then again, so you know, we've got round 2, so that's all I can do. I've got my trinket back up. It's fine. I'm sitting in the storm bar. I'm chilling. This guy's in damage stance, so we're going to do a lot more damage to him. I'm just trying to slow him, trying to keep myself topped. I can't stop this rep, unfortunately, so what I do instead is I trade out my Astral Shift. Now, this is important. As you can see, I knew that my Paladin was going to get CC'd, and I trade out that Astral Shift. I trade out my defensive. This could be your Earth Ellie. This could be your wall. Just keep in mind that at this point you don't want to fall behind, and that trading out these cooldowns is perfectly fine. Like, make sure, you know, even if the warrior hasn't got his damage up, he's going to be chunking you anyway, so make sure that you go and trade those out. Astral Shift is a good one, and obviously it's only a minute, so you'll be perfectly fine, and you'll have obviously Earth Ellie up for his avatar. So keep going. I'm just doing PvE here. I'm just chilling, trying to get the Hex out. We get the full rep instead, so they can kick both of us. I'm trying to do some damage here. I'm trying to get the setup, but the guy's got kick. He can probably kick me on this Love Burst. He doesn't. Instead, I get the full lasso out, and we are just chilling. I make a mistake here. What I do is I try and purge the Divine Favor so I can kick him. Unfortunately, it's a very fast heal. It was a waste. I cancelled my lasso early, which wasn't very good. But something to point out, you can do that if you need to. I wouldn't recommend it. 30 seconds, losing lasso is kind of grim, but it's something to bear in mind. Anyway, going forwards, I'm trying to stop here. Now, this is a point of distance. Paladin's going for the rep here. Again, obviously, I'm aware with Wind Shear. Something to bear in mind, though, is the distance between grounding. If he fakes me here and I need to put grounding up, for example, then it would be a really, really difficult time. But instead, obviously, I'm going to shear it and I'm going to do some damage, and this guy is just going to keep doing it. We get parry again. As you know what I did last time with parry, I just knocked him off. Obviously, unfortunately, my angle wasn't that great. I didn't get the warrior completely, but parry's almost over and we are chilling. There's War Banner. We only get a half rep. He bubbles instead, which is great for us. He really didn't need to bubble that one. Avatar's up, so I'm kind of just chilling here. Now, this is the point which I said, get closer to me. The Paladin presses bubble. I can't stop him. He's going to get the full rep. I put down grounding, but unfortunately my Paladin is a little bit too far away from me. If we scroll back a little bit, we'll have a look at his positioning there. This is where the rep starts. He's a little bit too far away. I'm perfectly fine. I know he wants to top me as well during the avatar, but if he sits a full CC, it's going to be game over anyway. I'm telling him to come closer, come closer. He runs sideways instead of towards me, so he needed to come close to me. Unfortunately, you know, he's very new to Paladins. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. So I kick the heal here. I'm still chilling. I'm just focusing on keeping myself up. I had all my heals up. I'm perfectly fine. We get sack, which is good. We get both Hodge and we get the fear. I managed to get Tremor down for the fear. Now this is big. This is big damage. So I get Earth Ellie out, and I've got Earth Ellie wall if I need to, but I'm absolutely totally fine. I don't need to press it at all, so I'm actually perfectly fine here. I should really press it, but I get the full hex instead. That's fine. We're actually doing all right. I'm actually trusting my Paladin's cooldowns here with his stuff up to keep me up. I've got this just in case they manage to get CC on him. We get a full Hodge. I go for the Stormkeeper, and then I trinket Earth Shock to finish. So tough game, having to kill him twice. Few mistakes, but something to bear in mind. We're dealing with this melee, with handling that one. Just keep the Frost Shocks up, keep your Thunderstorm, don't use it willy-nilly, just throw them off when you need to, when they've either got big damage or when they've got parry up. That's perfectly fine. Just bear in mind that heroic leap will get them back over, and that's that.
To sec 2.
Scared.
Got you.
Got a full hex.
Yeah. I tried to rep the pally. Okay, I'm
Alright,
here.
trigger this.
Try to rep.
I break it. My bad.
Yeah. All good. Lost him. Try to rep him. Full repentance. Try to hodge him. full hodge into repentance.
Yeah. I got the hodge.
Nice.
I got this. Kill banner.
It's all good. This guy. Need to bop you. Can't hear you.
I got a full hex instead.
Nice, nice. Try to wrap him. I'm feared.
Kill the pod.
Ah, he's dead.
Kill the pod.
Yeah, do it. Please.
Oh no, he was healing it. He was healing it, bro. Like it's just. Right, push back up. I guess we go for another again.
Man.
Watch out for the rep. Yeah, it's just need to be like that, man.
I'm hodged. Hodged him.
On a wall.
Sack you. Nope. Okay. Try to wrap the Pally. Full repentance.
Yeah. Big damage. Fake the kick because I'm a god. Knocking him off.
Try to wrap him. Ah, banner.
Yeah, I got banner now.
Give me bubble.
Stay close to me because of. Oh, dude, you need to stay close to me because of the grounding.
Yeah, sorry.
Go with fear.
I'm locked, I'm feared. Can you get me?
No. Kick the rep. Full hex.
Hodge him.
I'm trying to finish here.
Into rep. Into rep.
He's dead.
Sorry for my positioning.
Okay guys, this next clip is obviously a Windwalker Hpala. This is quite a tough comp. As you may know from playing some Windwalkers, they play with a legendary that makes Tiger Palm strike 10-foot range, which means that they actually charge to you. Very easy for them to get back on top of you, especially with a Paladin's Blessing of Freedom. It is really a struggle. So let's go through it. I'm going to talk through what I do in this situation. There's a few things that I think I do really well, and things go well, and I think my obviously my Pala is playing well as well. So let's kind of get stuck in and see where we go from here. Okay, so as per usual, open up with Fleshcraft. They're moving around to the side. There's a little bubble around him. I think that's the Holy Light shield, so I'm going to purge that off him as if I can. Yeah, I get it. And then I'm going to obviously use Primordial Wave. Now, this is important. I actually manage to completely and totally guess that he's going to open up with a Hodge. And I think he was trying to Hodge me, but I ground it immediately. Insane. Possibly one of the best Hodges of my life. I say this often when I do this, but kind of recognizing when people press things is part and parcel of playing the game. So immediately we've got a Hodge on them, and I've got their Hodge. I'm perfectly fine. So what's the best thing to do here? Get my damage out, start rolling. I could probably go into a Hex here, but I don't go for it. Instead, I'm just going to get damage out, and we get Karma. I hit into it a little bit, which is probably quite bad on me. I'm trying to chase the Paladin whilst he's doing it, but I'm actually just chilling a little bit, trying to stop this. We actually get a bop on the Paladin, so we negate the Karma completely, which is awesome. So that's another reason why you can push into Karma when you're playing with a Hpala, because you know you can get that off. Unfortunately, I don't stop this Repentance, but instead what I am going to do is I'm going to lasso, and then I'm going to Hex the healer. I'm perfectly fine to sit this entire thing. I've kited around him. He then obviously uses that legendary there. I knock him away. I can't knock the unfortunately, the Windwalker. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and heal myself, get the Earth Shield back up. We get a full half rep, I think. I get Firelock, so I can just free cast now, which is perfectly fine. I'm just going to try and do some damage, get the Flame Shocks up, put down the Earthbind to try and keep it again freedom, so he's just kind of chilling. I can try and purge it, but it's really, really difficult. I'm just doing a bit more damage here. I kick the Remp, which is good, so obviously always aware of that. Get the full Hex, go into a Lasso. He gets the Trinket, so no Trinket now from any of them. This is really, really important. I'm now just chilling. What I am going to do is you'll start to see this here. When my healer is in trouble, you need to react quickly. You need to get that Earth Shield on him and start off healing if you can. He's going to get hodged in a second. So I got the Earth Shield on. I'm going to try and get the healing surges out to keep him up. There comes the hodge. This is really bad. Thankfully, he was almost top from that. I'm going to still try. I get sapped, but that's a global for them, and my paladin has to bubble. That's fine. We're actually behind now. This is bad. They've got both our. I've still got my trinket. They've got my healer's trinket. They've got his bop and they've got his bubble. This is not good. We're not in a good position. So the only way it's possible to fight back against this is to try and keep the damage out. As you can see, my pressure is big. They don't have Karma. They don't have Trinket, so we can get full CC here and try and get it. I get Firelock, so this means that I can easily get a Hex out if I needed to. Instead, I get the leg sweep, so I'm just sitting here. Now, what I do is, and this is important, it is a good use of your Trinket here. We get the rep out. If they got the full rep out there, I'd be dead regardless. It wouldn't even matter if I had my Trinket. So I Trinket, kick the rep, so that we are still all good, and I'm going to pop Earth Shield back on myself, hopefully soon. We get the Hodge out. This is good. I'm doing damage. I'm just focusing on pressing damage here. We're going to get the full rep as well. This is really, really good. So what we do is we get the bubble, and I press Lasso, and we get Bubble Sack, which is insane. So all of their cooldowns are now gone. We have Sack up soon. I put down Grounding to try and stop it, so he obviously cancels the rep again there. I'm going to put down some damage, get the Flame Shot back up, I get Primordial Wave, I get sapped. So we're just chilling. He's now sitting on my Paladin. He's got no bubble. This is really, really bad. I get the damage out. Going to try and get the full Hex. I don't. I miss. Instead, I'm going to try and focus on doing damage on the Monk, but my Paladin is kind of warding him off, and instead we just absolutely obliterate him with a lot of damage. And that's it. That's the end of it.
I hodged Hpala.
I actually got his hodge as well. Cut. Bop yourself.
Bop.
Lasso him here.
I'm wrapped.
I actually got a full Hex.
Nice.
Actually might be dead. I will.
Try to wrap him.
It DRs, by the way, with Hex.
Short repentant, yeah.
Lasso, try and kill. Oh no, I'm not going to. Off healing you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm hodged.
Off healing. I'm incapped.
Nice.
Off healing.
I need to bubble.
That's fine. That's fine, bro.
Oh.
I kicked him. It's fine.
Can hodge him.
Yeah, hodge him now.
Hodge him.
Big damage on this guy. Yeah.
Repentance up.
A Lasso, kill. Oh, he sacked. This actually sucks. I'm incapped. Okay, dude. Don't run towards us.
Yep.
Take the kick, because I'm a god.
Nice.
He's dead. Yeah, get. Okay, guys, and that's the end of the clips there. I hope you enjoyed those. I hope those were useful to you. I played quite well, I think, in those games dealing with the melee. It doesn't always go that way, so do not get triggered, do not get tilted if you get absolutely your face smashed in. It can be hard as early Shaman, and one of the things you've got to kind of rely on is having big damage and those crits going in your favor, and obviously getting your CC chain out. So just be calm, just be careful with those. If you have any questions, queries, concerns, anything you want to ask me, let me know in the comments. Message me on Twitter, message me on Discord. Hopefully I can be as helpful to you as possible, but otherwise I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.